All right, this is Docendo number 22. Look at the word history mystery. What does a verb meaning to spread abroad have in common with a verb meaning to deprive someone of the right to vote? So notice we got two verbs here. Form of to be, that's the infinitive, to spread abroad, and to deprive someone of the right to vote. Today is 11/2. Tomorrow is our election day, so it's an appropriate word to talk about either word for the right to vote or a word, in this case, to deprive someone of voting. All right, so now let's think of as editors with our sentence. To disseminate the information about its new campus, the college took out newspaper and radio advertisements. So we open up here with a verb, to disseminate the information about its new campus. Again, always check this it's. When it has an apostrophe, it's a contraction. When it doesn't have an apostrophe, it's possessive. So are we saying about it is new campus? No. We're talking its new campus. So because it's a pronoun, we do not need to use an apostrophe to show possession. So no apostrophe there. So to disseminate the information about its new campus. Now, campus is just a name for a place where the college is, right? It's not a specific place. So I don't see any need to capitalize campus. And then notice we have this opening phrase here. And we finally got to the subject, which is the college. So we should separate that all with a comma. And now we have the college took out newspaper and radio advertisements. Now we just have two things here, newspaper and radio advertisements. So we don't have a complete independent clause on the other side of this coordinating conjunction. So therefore, we should get rid of the comma, shouldn't we? And one little small thing, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I have this thing I call it the Mr. Backman's $100 rule. You look at the sentence and you say, is there a word that is spelled incorrectly? Information, I would bet $100 right now that is correctly spelled. Now, if I had any doubt, if I wouldn't bet $100, I should look that word up. Just like college. Now, a lot of people misspell college as collage, but I'm sure in this case we're talking about a place where students learn. That's a college. That is spelled correctly. I would bet $100. Similarly with newspaper, but advertisement. Does it have an E or does it not have an E? Now, if you're not sure, you should look it up. And if you are wrong, don't look it up, and it's wrong, you lose $100. So that's the $100 rule. It's just a kind of a thought experiment to get you thinking about what to check. And when you check that, you will find that it is misspelled. It does have an E. So we need to fix that. Okay, now let's go to our definitions. We have disseminate. That's a verb to spread abroad as if sowing seed. So when you disseminate things, information, or seeds in a garden, you're casting them out. By the way, the word broadcast, as in when we're talking about a radio broadcast or a television broadcast, that comes from that same, basically it's a dead metaphor, talking about that idea of when you're casting seed in the garden, you're disseminating it. Now, disenfranchisement, or disenfranchise as the verb, is to deprive someone of the right to vote. So to enfranchise is the right to vote, and to disenfranchise is to cause somebody to lose their right to vote. So the root here means not, from Latin, and obviously you'll see that in lots of examples down here, and all of them have something to do with either not, away, or apart. All right, then looking at our sentence, just to make sure we know what we did, we know why we took out the apostrophe on its. We know why we changed the C in capitalization. We know why we put a comma there. And we've got a comma we also took out here. And then we have our correct spelling, advertisement, with an E. All right, I'll see you next time.